I am feeling overwhelmed and I feel like I'm headed for a breakdown. And it's just one of those days where I feel frumpy and gross. It makes me feel old and I just feel like this big, fat, disgusting thing. I'm just feeling, I can't even talk. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. It seems like there's like nowhere for me to, I have nowhere to go to get like privacy and me time. Today did not start off very well for me. I was in a really bad mood. This is my bag. This is an IKEA bag and it's a crossbody and the strap is long enough to fit me because I'm, huge. I love this bag so much, but it's gotten to the point where I want to just change my bag. I'm not getting rid of this, so I'm keeping this bag. I went to Walmart. Look at my fat. That is so disgusting. You want to see what's holding up the tripod? I got those last night because I was having a time. When Carrie has a time, she either needs cigarettes or like junk food. Long story short, tonight we went to a Walmart and I found a bag. It's a mature bag. It's not a cute 20-something bag. It was on clearance for $9 and that's the only reason I bought it. Look at this, like it's gold or something. Like, what is this for? I need a scissor. Oh, I have this. I have my little... Let me take this off. This is ridiculous. I mean, Jesus. What are they trying to protect here? This is so stupid. Like, look at, what is this? What is this? And the sad thing is that the scissor is like 5 feet from me, but I'm just gonna sit here and complain about it because I don't want to get up. Alright, I got the little... Oh, I might have to get rid of this. The tassel. Alright, I'm taking off the... Oh, jeez. Alright. I gotta tell you, this has come in handy. I've actually used... Now I gotta bend over. Okay. I hate bending over, too. First... Because I'm so fat. When you get to a certain weight and you're like, oh, Jesus, I gotta bend over. Good. I'm gonna unhook the strap because I don't want the long strap. And it's connected with this. So I'm gonna use the nail clipper to cut it. Okay, so I got the strap off. We don't need this right now. I'll put my nail clippers away. Oh, I need the nail clipper again. Everything has those stupid... These. Oh, jeez. There's another. Oh, that came off real easy. To be honest, it kind of reminds me of the 80s. Maybe it's the tassels. Maybe I will keep the tassels on. Ooh, it's got a magnet. How fun is that? Okay, so it's a little tight there. All right, let's see if this is gonna work for me. And now I just have to add my keychain. I'll show you I added all my stuff to my keychain. I got this at Five Below, like 2 or 3 years ago. It was on clearance. I put a picture of Caylee in there. It's my favorite picture of Caylee ever. She's got such an attitude in that photo. I love it. This thing. My flashlight. Car key. I just hook it onto my bag. Oh, this is for the strap, but I'm going to use it for my keychain. See? Okay. There we go. I just spent like the last 20 minutes venting and talking to the camera, and it wasn't even recording. Luckily, I'm still angry. So I have the same anger that I had when I thought I was recording before. Today is Monday. I had to go to therapy. Therapy days are hard. Therapy's hard, right? If you go to therapy, you know. It's emotionally draining depending on what you talk about, right? Right. I smoked my last 2 cigarettes on the way to therapy. I'm like, I'm going to be good. I'm not going to buy another pack. I'm done. I have $28 to my name. My stuff isn't selling on eBay. No more cigarettes. First of all, I got to therapy 5 minutes late, 6 minutes late, and that's a huge, I hate being late. My father was always late, no matter what it is, will be. He is always late. He was late to his own wedding. So for me, I've never ever been late. I hate being late. When I do end up being late, it makes me feel like my dad. I am not a late person. I like to get there early, or at least on time. Now, on Mondays, there's only one Salvation Army open, and it's the one that's closest to where my therapy is. So I always come here to check out the vintage baby clothes. They had 3 pieces that I saw. I ended up putting them back because they were overpriced, and one of them would have been too small for the doll that I was going to buy it for. And the one piece I didn't need, it was an undershirt. And then the other piece was like yellow. So I put the clothes back and I decided to just go look at the knickknacks and the books. Because when I go thrifting, I like to buy at least one thing. It's almost like a drug. If I don't buy at least one thing, because this is the only thrift store I can go to today. So I wanted to leave with at least one thing. I ended up finding one thing. It was a vintage breastfeeding book from 1986. I go to pay for my book. First of all, I'm behind this woman. She's got a cart full of stuff. And I saw her shopping. She was just throwing things in the cart, nilly-willy. I mean, it was ridiculous. So she's up there. Her English was not well. So it was difficult for the cashier to communicate with her. She thought it was senior day. It's not senior day. The cashier had to tell her that about 50 fucking times because of the language barrier. So that was taking forever. Finally, they called up a cashier because this scenario was it was clear this was going to take about 30 minutes for her to get wrung out. Cashier comes up. I'm next in line. I go right to her. I go to pay for my book. Card declined. Said, okay, can you please put this to the side? I'm going to call my bank and I'm going to get this book. I go over and I sit down by the waiting rooms, which are right by the cash registers. First, I try the chat now. Oh, you need to be logged into your account for me to help you. I log into my account and I go to chat now. You need to call this number and talk to someone at the bank. Call the bank. I'm sitting there, waiting. Probably 10 minutes later, I finally get someone. Your card was suspended for fraudulent activity. Suspicious fraudulent activity. So she did the whole security thing to make sure it was me. And then she went over some purchases. One of them was in euros. I said, euros? No, that's not me. Then there was another one that I'm like, no, that's not me. Unfortunately, we have to cancel your card. And then there was like silence. And I said, okay, so what do I do? She's like, oh, you have to go to a branch and they'll issue you a new card, but they do close at 4:30. I'm like, oh, what time is it now? It's like 4:00 something. I'm like, okay. So we hang up. I check where the nearest bank location is. The closest bank, 20 minutes from where I am, I would have gotten there at 4:34. I was livid. I get up and I call Jake and I start like talking and blah, blah. So the cashier was probably like, she could see me like having trouble, and then she could hear me as I was leaving. She could hear me talking to Jake. I'm like, I have no money. Is your wallet in the car? The wallet's not in the car. I said, great. I have no money. As I'm about to walk out of Salvation Army, the cashier runs up to me and she's like, I bought this for you. Here, I bought this for you. And I looked at her and I'm like, thank you so much. I said, God bless you. She bought me my book. That should have put me in a fine mood. And I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. I'm so grateful and thankful for people like that. That's something that I would do for someone. I really would. But I just had to take another Xanax because I am what Jake did was he sent me his credit card info and to put it in Google Pay. My alone time, this is like my alone time. Getting in the car and going around shopping. I don't even have to buy anything. But when you don't have any money, you are powerless. You can't even make a phone call. If your cell phone goes down, you can't even use a payphone. You've got to like go ask, which people would probably do if you were in that dire of a situation. They would like, a business would let you use the phone, but you are completely powerless. You need money. You need some type of money. So when I feel powerless like that, out of control, I feel like I have no control, it really stresses me out. I get very angry. I get very agitated. And I'm so angry and I'm so stressed out, even though the situation is over, it's been resolved. It doesn't matter. It has to take time to wear off. So I'm going to go buy a pack of cigarettes. Because I need that. It's a coping mechanism. Food and cigarettes is a coping mechanism. This is the side of me that you really don't see. And I'm going to start putting it in my videos. I don't believe in just showing the good side of someone. There's this stigma around negativity. Like there's this stigma. People don't want to hear negativity. They don't want to hear people complain. They don't want to hear people's problems. They don't want to da-da-da-da-da. You know what? Fuck you. When I know someone, I'm like, I encourage them to vent to me. I don't get offended. You know, some people are like, why are you shouting at me? I'm not shouting at you. I'm shouting because I'm angry about what I'm talking about. And I just want you to listen to me. Why are you taking it personally? I'm not that type of person. You can shout, you can scream, you can be talking to me and like shouting, and I'll be like, let it out, girl, let it out. It is not healthy to keep it in. And then you might be saying, you know, the situation really wasn't that bad. I mean, it's been resolved. It doesn't matter that it's been resolved. It's going to take me some time to come down from the stress. It's going to take me some time to calm down from it, because it was just like a crimp in a day that was supposed to go smoothly, because this is like my alone time, my private time. I don't have a bedroom with a door. I can't shut the cats out. I can't shut Jake out. I can't shut the chaos of the cabin out. I feel like I have nowhere to go to relax. And this has always been my relaxation time. My alone time is getting into the car, driving around, and shopping. I don't even need to buy anything. Just having the money, having that money available if I do want to buy something is enough. I can go to the Dollar Tree and I can walk around that Dollar Tree for an hour, 2 hours. I take my time. There's nobody waiting for me. It's just myself. I can stand there and text someone if I want, or if I get a message from a friend, I can like read it and go. This is like my alone time, my private time. So when it gets a crimp in that, it's like a tidal wave that just comes in, and it might not seem severe to you, but for me, it's going to take me just a little bit of time to come down. Can I donate this, the boppy pillow, or do you not take it?
Yeah.
All right, I wanted to give it away so someone can just have it that needs it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. Take care now.
You too. Okay, here's our little food pantry haul. Bread and the donuts, grapes, cereal, eggs, pasta, rice, cheese, almonds, peanut butter, tuna fish. Jake is like going through some PMS shit. So after we got back from the food pantry, okay, I said, you know, I'm out of here, I'm leaving. So I came to the church thrift store. I found 3 pieces. I like my kids to have t-shirts that makes it look like they've traveled. Well, I got this for my son who's coming back. For my son who is coming back from California, If you remember Big Joe, he's coming home. He's got a whole new look and a whole new name. I'll probably still call him Big Joe. I don't know why his name, he wants to be named Joseph Michael, but his name is Christopher Matthew. I got him this Las Vegas shirt. I don't know who, but someone in Washington, D.C. loves Christopher Matthew. Maybe a distant relative that I don't know. I saw this and it's a Faded Glory baby, probably from the 2000s. This kind of reminds me of vintage church wear. And you put like a modest shirt underneath it. Church vibe. So that's for the girls. That's for Caylee. Alright, now I'm going to... Oh, the phone's right here. I went to get my phone out of my bag. Okay, I'm going to the City Mission and then the Salvation Army. Their baby clothes selection at the Salvation Army is pathetic. But I'm gonna look around at other stuff. $5.
You got AC on?
Yeah?
It's fucking cold.
Oh my lord.
You're a psycho. AC in this weather? I have the camera right on you.
In case you have any funny stories. What? You don't feel comfortable with that? So ridiculous. I hit up another Salvation Army and look what I found. And I found these two vintage parenting books. Look at the colors and the font. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that was it for that Salvation Army. Right, I just got out of the Dollar Tree. I found the greatest little journal of all time. The reason you never see Pedro Pascal dating anyone is because he and I have been secretly dating. I'm not supposed to tell you that, but I'm going to use this little journal for Pedro. The first thing I noticed about you. The first thing I told my friends about you. If we were stranded... Oh my God. If we were stranded together on a desert island, I'd be most grateful for your... This is the greatest thing. If you were an ice cream flavor, you'd be... I can't go on. This is the greatest thing. I didn't even read through it. I just saw that you like fill things in. And I was like, okay, I've got to do one for my Pedro. I got Christopher some diapers. I wanted to get like a body scrub that smelled good, just for like, you know, pampering. Yeah, like I have time for that shit. I got the Bolero, My Happy Place, eucalyptus and fresh mint. I love eucalyptus. I got this massager. I've seen these before. I didn't get it before. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to use it for, but I'll let you know how it works. Oh, I got these gel pens, glitter. They better come out glitter. I'm going to be pissed. I got these for my journal, my love journal to Pedro. And that's it. That's all I got. It was just an excuse to spend, you know, some money and, you know, stay out of the house longer. I also got myself, I shouldn't have, but I did. I gotta stop doing this, but this is like a ritual. I always get this when I leave the Dollar Tree, and then I have it with a cigarette, which I'm not supposed to be doing that either. However, I was so stressed out. What day is it? I was so stressed out like the last 4 or 5 days, or 46 years, and I broke down and bought a pack of cigarettes. With that being said, hello. I ended up returning the bag that I bought for myself. I needed the money more. and I came to Dollar Tree. You know, I came out to have some time to myself, you know. I even straightened my hair a little bit because my curly hair is like, I'm starting to feel 14 again. Like, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I hate my hair, I'm breaking out. I got myself a sugar-free vanilla. Oh shit, I hope it was decaf. And I came to Dollar Tree. My friend's son is having his first communion. I wanted to get him something, and I found this adorable book called My New Bed. To give you some context, this child he's gonna be like 9 this year, I think. Her son is interracial, and it's a black family. I believe that if you have interracial children, you should be incorporating black culture, you should be incorporating blackness into your home. But that's just me. And he still sleeps with her in her bed, which I know she's fine with. I'm sure she'd be fine with him sleeping in her bed until he's grown. But I thought this was such a cute book. It's about a little boy who has a stuffed dinosaur, and they buy him his first big boy bed, and they put it together. The little boy transitions into his own bed. So I had it in the cart, and I'm like, she might not really be into this, because she might be like, I don't mind him sleeping in my bed. But then I found this. Now, granted, it's not the most attractive dinosaur, but it is adorable. And then I wanted to throw something fun, you know. I got the Spot the Difference activity pages. I just thought this made such a cute little gift set. Oh, I did get the puzzle. I got the dinosaur train puzzle because it's only 24 pieces and it's the alphabet. Shoot, I would get this for an adult. This is the cutest thing. I am like, I don't even want to give it up. I want to save it. I already decided if she's like, I messaged her and I'm like, I told her about the book and the dinosaur stuffed animal. I had 30 minutes and she was not getting back to me. She hadn't heard my message yet. She wasn't getting back to me. Dollar Tree is closing in 30 minutes. I want to get out of here. It's getting late. And I decided if she says, oh, he won't really like she won't just come out and say, I don't like that idea. She'll come up with an excuse, and then I'll know that she's not crazy about the idea. That's how she is. I'm just going to use it for my Reborn doll. I found this for myself to read. I read some of the quotes and I said, I need this for myself because I'm just going through a time. Above all, be the heroine of your life, not the victim. Nora Ephron. That is my little Dollar Tree haul, and I'm going home. I just want to show you all this vintage baby scale. Brand new. Okay, so I spotted this a second ago. But I'm not gonna get it. Here are the clothes. They're in the exact same spot that I left them in last time I was here. This is what I was gonna get for my son. Here's the undershirt, and then here's the pajamas. And there's no size on them. Not that it matters, I can eyeball it. See, I don't do yellow, but this had pastel geometrics. I checked the pants, and there is a size. It's 9 months. 9 months by Lullaby Land. I came back. I thought they might have some new vintage clothes out, but they They don't. They have the same stuff. Like, they have this. This. It's a two-piece. There's the coat. There's the overalls. There's another two-piece. The coat. And the overalls. It feels vintage. Oh, here's the... Let's see. Oh, Piccolo. Yeah, this is a vintage item. Vintage piece. But that's not Caylee's style of dress. And the Salvation Army has been pretty... All the ones that I've been to have been pretty wiped out of kids' clothes. I don't know if they're just not getting donations or... Coming at you with my last little haul for the week. I of course went to the Dollar Tree yet again today. Planner. I didn't want horses and I didn't want horses. And I got this little brush to use with my medicated apricot scrub exfoliating medicated apricot facial wash because it feels really good and I want to use a brush, not my fingers. And I finally found the mini composition books. Look at how tiny and cute these are. I thrifted a lot of books. I'm just gonna go through this really quickly because I'm tired. The pastels are the newer editions. Little children's book, Chickens A to Z. I'm going to be reading this with Caylee on video. I will be going through my vintage parenting book collection and doing title and year for each book. Now I'm going to update you on my friend's response to the dinosaur book and plush. I found this really cute book called My New Bed, and the little boy in it has a green dinosaur to help him sleep in his new bed. And they have a little green dinosaur here, and I was gonna get that for him. But I figured I'd check with you first. Because you might find it offensive or something. I don't know. Because I know that he loves sleeping with you. But it's so freaking cute. And they only have one green dinosaur. That's the message that I sent her. And this was her reply to that message. Aw, but that's super cute. Ugh. Why is he such a typical boy that likes farts and Mario? LMAO. If you've made it to the end of this video, put a chicken emoji. Alright, video over.